Hello and happy Friday. Welcome in, Nog and Wanderer. Great to see you both. I hope you're doing well. We are back with Whiteout because that's what we were last doing. I know it's been a while since I've been on. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with me, to be honest. I know I have not been, streaming on schedule and also not keeping, you guys updated on Discord. I never really know when I'm going to actually be in the mood to stream and when I'm going to have time to stream, and so it's just kind of I'm just taking it one day at a time still, just kind of deciding on the fly. Yeah, but I'm ready to dive back into Whiteout, and I don't know how far we're gonna get today. I don't know if we'll actually complete it or not. It kind of depends on RNG, I suppose. Yeah, no cam today. I've been kind of sitting here in the dark, and then I was like, you know what? I really don't want to put the bright lights on me, and I'm just gonna open up the curtains and let some sunlight in and just kind of enjoy natural daylight, which I can't do with a camera. I also find it's I've kind of gotten out of the habit of streaming regularly, as you've noticed, and I find it's easier to convince myself if I'm not using cam. I don't know what's up with me, and I don't know how long I'm gonna be doing this whole like no particular schedule, random streaming thing, but we'll see. Oh, I remember we came up to the Rabbit Grove, right? That's where we are? I'm pretty sure we're at Rabbit Grove. Have enough reclaimed wood to complete the challenge left behind the fishing cabins near Bear Creek. I'm so glad I left that note for myself. I definitely would have forgotten. It's almost nighttime, but we are not tired in the slightest. If I can find my way out of this cabin, that would be fantastic, because then we could actually, like, do something. You know what? Screw it. This is Whiteout. We have more than enough matches.
I could eat anything.
Oh, I was in the wall. No wonder I couldn't see anything. Yeah, thanks, Nog. I know that realistically, and I try and remind myself of that. But it definitely helps to hear. Oh, I didn't restart bingo. I also decided to like cut down on all the alerts, all the interactions and stuff. I just making it as easy for myself as possible. I'm being a lazy streamer, I guess. But it's good to see you, Rob. Welcome in. I hope you're all having a good week. I have to say, my week has actually been relatively successful. We had a really cool workshop at work this week, and I also gave a very, I'd say successful presentation, given the fact that I had way more slides than my time slot officially allowed. But the thing is, so we have this new thing where within the company we kind of rotate and give presentations on things that we've been working on, which I think is really cool because it's really nice to know what people in the other departments are working on. But they decided well after I had completed this presentation and put it all together. Oh, I just wasted a match. Good thing this is Whiteout and I don't care. So well after I had finished this presentation for other purposes, it was decided that we were going to do these regular presentation things and that we were only going to do 20 minutes plus, including time for questions. So realistically more like a 15-minute presentation. And I was like, I practiced this and rushing it, I'm at like a half an hour. So you guys are just going to have to be patient with me. We'll see how it goes. And it actually ended up working out okay. Although it was also kind of funny because like halfway through, there were already questions, and I was like, okay, well, let's just deal with the questions now. I always get nervous before presentations. I don't know if this is a really common thing, but like I'll get super nervous, but then as soon as I start presenting, it's fine. To be honest, it's kind of like streaming too. I'll get kind of nervous beforehand, and then as soon as I start, not a problem. It's like I don't know why my body is like, "Oh, we can't do this." And like I'm really nervous and my stomach is like in knots and stuff, and it's like this is not a big deal. I can do this. It's just the starting that's hard. Speaking of starting that's hard, I don't know why I decided that it was a good idea to go out in the middle of the night. I know it's because we have lots of energy, but I can't see anything. Hey, Kimber, welcome in. Yeah, no, that was the big problem is like I wanted to wait until the end for questions. But, you know, the questions were coming from people like a pay grade above me. So I can't tell them, yeah, no, hold your questions. If they have questions, they're getting asked. But it's fine. They were all really cool about it. My company is really relaxed. I like everyone that I work with, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, I hate it when, I think that's the worst part about presentations, is having questions being asked, because even though, like, yes, I've prepared it, I know everything that's in it, and I know the stuff that I'm talking about, it's just so nerve-wracking, because then someone will ask you a question, and you're like, okay, well, I did look at this, but I don't have an exact answer to this, and then you kind of just have to make something up, or you're like, okay, wait, what can I piece together about this thing that I worked on months ago? What do I remember that makes sense for this? That's always fun. Speak of the devil. No worries, I'll be here. Probably. If I could just see a tiny bit more, that would be fabulous. Because right now, I'm seeing a whole lot of nothing. I see some trees. I was kind of hoping we'd make our way to... There's like a trailer not far from the hut at Rabbit Grove, but I don't think we're anywhere near that anymore, to be honest. The problem is I don't know where we are. Oh wait, actually, maybe we are. Maybe it's up to the left over this hill. It really could be either way. Okay. Hi, Ferret and Lily, welcome in. Oh, I know where we are now. Okay, this is fine. We've been here already. Is there anything? Oh, an orange soda. That's funny. I could have sworn we've already been in this place. Yeah, we've searched these things. I guess I just missed the soda before. Okay, I'm not going to complain about that. Yeah, let's grab this new torch. Oh, there's also like a Mackinac? No, just a plaid shirt. Ah, who cares about a plaid shirt? Not me. This week was actually an exciting week, personally, too. Extremely exciting news for me. I feel like this is a sign that I'm getting old because I'm excited about this. We got a new dishwasher. So we... Oh, that definitely sounded like there was some animal nearby. Matches. Did I just, like, not search these cabins very well? Apparently not. So when we moved in, we bought the kitchen from the previous owner because in Germany, it's actually not a given that your apartment will come with a kitchen. Oftentimes, the kitchen is literally just the room, and all the appliances and all the, all the cabinets and shelves and everything, you bring that with you or you buy that for the apartment. Well, the person who was renting it before us, they didn't want to take it with them, understandably, so they sold it to us for, practically nothing. which was really good because back then we did not have the budget to buy a whole new kitchen. And the appliances that it came with were already kind of like not super out of date, but you know, they'd been used for a couple of years already. And so they've served us well for a long time. But eventually we were having some issues with our... Yeah, that's definitely a bear, right? Yeah. We're not going to deal with that. We're having some issues with the dishwasher where it wasn't like consistently pulling water. First, it was just a matter of it skipping one water pull. And then it started skipping two. And then it got to the point where we were having to actually manually fill our dishwasher with water for it to actually wash our dishes. Because it would just like run through and then get stuck because it would notice, hey, I don't have any water. So, yeah, like I said, we eventually had this workaround, but you know, it's a workaround that you can only deal with for so long. So we finally took care of that, and I'm very happy to have this new dishwasher. It looks really fantastic in our apartment, and it's working well. It's so quiet. It's great. It has this program that is supposed to be for when you run it at night because it's, you know, ultra quiet and stuff, but it doesn't matter because, you know, it's in the kitchen and from the living room or from either the living room or the bedroom, you just don't hear anything. So we don't even need to use this one. We can just let it do its thing. It's also got this cool feature, this like multi-zone feature. So you can just tell it like if you only have half a load in the of dishes, you can just say, hey, just wash the top rack. Or just wash the bottom rack or whatever. I don't think that'll be a problem with us. We cook quite a lot, so we, you know, definitely have a lot of dishes. And it's also a small dishwasher, so it's not like we can't fill it up on a regular basis. But it's cool that we have the option. The good old-fashioned kind, human power brand. Kimber, I did say hi to you, didn't I? I think I did. If I just thought it and didn't say it, then hello. Yeah, I have to admit, I'm super spoiled since we've had the dishwasher. I can't imagine just only doing it by hand. Obviously, a few things, bigger things, or, you know, if you just have the odd pan that doesn't fit or whatever, we'll wash by hand, but no, for the majority of things, we're using the dishwasher. Dishwasher too, I keep in my bedroom. It's me. Alright, maybe if we just sleep a little bit, we don't really need... Oh, it's almost morning. It is morning. I am all sorts of out of it with reading the times on this thing. No wonder the bear was out already. It was an early morning bear. I also didn't mean to drop those torches. I just intended to break them down, but yeah, that's not what happened.
Made it through another night.
All right. Wait, is this the house that has all the reclaimed wood then? I guess it must be. Yep. Oh, we're gonna do a slow walk back. Okay. Oh, this is actually not as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought we were going to be just like hardly moving. Oh, hey. This guy. And we're off. Alright, I hope we don't run into the bear, although I'm assuming since we heard him down by the cabins earlier, we probably won't run into him. Okay, he's not coming back after us. Which makes sense. I'm pretty sure we don't stink. Oh man, listening to the birds in this game makes me want to like take out my bird tracking app and record it. But no, I'm not actually experiencing these birds in real life. I definitely feel like I've become an old person. I've always been kind of like a grandma at heart, but the fact that I'm now really into the idea of bird watching, I don't think there's any coming back from that. You know, between that and the knitting and the tea, I think there's yeah, no coming back from it. I am officially a 30-something grandmother at heart. And that's just how it is. I don't know if I need more sticks. I probably don't. I'm probably just making myself heavier. I'm gonna try and stop picking up sticks. Which we all know is essentially impossible in TLD. Oh, there's a deer carcass up there. And a corpse? Oh my god, is that a rifle? Oh, please, please, please don't let it be something else. I couldn't really get a good glimpse of it. Heck yeah! The rifle is like one of the only things in Whiteout that just refuses to play along. If I take a really long time in this challenge, it's almost always because of the rifle. I think the only other thing that tends to trip me up is how much lantern fuel I need, or lamp oil, or whatever it's called. There have been a couple of runs, in fact, where I have needed to essentially fish to get all of the oil. I do not recommend that at all. It takes so long to get enough fish, especially because you only get the oil once you cook them. So you have to have enough fuel to keep a fire going, to constantly keep cooking fish. Yeah, I don't recommend trying to get like 5 liters just by fishing. Kind of cold and we're kind of heavy, so I think what I might do is just start a fire so we can drop some sticks and warm up, and also pull torches.
Come on, little fire.
Come on, little fire.
Yeah.
Alright. Don't want to use any of the reclaimed wood because we need that. We could warm up a coffee or something. I guess I might do that. Of course, now we're going to get heavy. We just dumped all of those sticks, but now we're going to be heavy because we're going to pull all these torches. Hey, Nick Ross, welcome in. Good to see you. How's it going?
Can you eat trees?
I was just about to say I hear crows, but we literally just walked by the deer carcass and the corpse. So I'm 99% sure that that's what they're squawking about. Do crows squawk? Is that really the appropriate term for it? I don't think so. The crows are crowing about it. Oh, I definitely thought we were closer to Quonset than this. I'm doing alright, thanks. I was just telling chat about how this week, I feel so old because I'm excited about this, but we got a new dishwasher finally. Our old one kind of slowly bit the dust, and so we eventually just had to come to terms with the fact that it was no longer really serving its purpose, and so we finally got a new one, and I'm very happy with it. Is this wolf gonna notice us? I have a feeling he might. I should switch torches. No. 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 What are we doing? Hi. No. Oh boy. And of course he's running in that direction. Definitely nice to get new appliances. We just got a new water heater and it works so much better and doesn't leak. That is awesome. Yeah, I realized that I started to, like, I really started showing my age when I would get excited about appliances and things like that. Like when we bought our vacuum cleaner. There we go. And our new iron. Oh my gosh, the amount of excitement that brought me is like, it's not okay. Like, no one should be that excited about a vacuum cleaner, but that's, I guess, what it means to be an adult. Gonna have to do hard today. It's got a major assignment. Oh, I'm sorry, Nog, but no worries. Good luck with the assignment. I'm sure you'll knock it out of the park. It's funny, I don't usually actually kill things with the revolver. Usually it's just for scaring off wolves. There are good vacuums out there and ones that suck. It doesn't suck. It's a weird sentence, but I know what you mean. You want ones that suck but don't suck. Or you want ones that don't suck because they suck. Yeah, our first vacuum cleaner was kind of cool because you could switch between essentially like a handheld one and like one that you could... Okay, how do I explain this? You could essentially attach a longer nozzle to it so that you could vacuum normally, but you could also take it off and just use it as like a very small handheld vacuum cleaner. And in theory, that was really cool. In practice, though, it was terrible because it didn't have the power necessary. So when we got this other vacuum cleaner, it was just like, oh, this is so exciting. I also remember being very particular about the iron that I bought at the same time. I don't know, there's something about buying appliances that it just is fun. It's also like the first time that we, not the first time, but the most recent time that we went to the hardware store, we realized like, oh, you know, we could do this to the apartment, or we could repaint, or we could, you know, we could totally redo the bathroom, and what if we did this, and what if we did that? And just getting inspired by things like that, it's just like, okay, so this is what it's like to be an adult. These are the kinds of things you get excited about. Yes, upright vacuums, thank you. I knew there was a word for it. Hey, Fraza, welcome in. Happy Friday. It's good to see you. I hope we won't need any new appliances soon, though, because I'm hoping that all the other ones will kind of, you know, last a little bit longer. I feel like if I had to make a bet as to what goes next, though, it'll probably end up being the oven. I don't know. I hope we don't have to worry about that anytime soon, though. Appliances really are adult toys. Like, you know, there are all these features and all different types of styles, and there are buttons and they make little sounds, and so I recently got a new range oven. It was such a great time. Picked a cool looking one, and the oven actually works. Very important. Canister and upright are the two types. Okay. See, these are the types of things that that you'd think I'd know, but I completely forgot because it has been so long. And hello, Hypocrite. I hope you're also doing well. And enjoying the new PC. I wish that we could actually see woodpeckers and loons and all the birds that we hear in this game. That would be so awesome. Even if they were just like assets, like, I don't know, like the crows, where you can't actually do any damage to them or anything like that. That would still be really satisfying. Okay, so we're gonna drop off all of the, let's see, that would be under here, all of the reclaimed wood. Except for one. There we go. What else do we need? So we need to put the rifle in, obviously. Rifle cartridges. We still need water, lamp oil, food, and the soft and hardwood. Okay. The weather is pretty good. We might want to just try and get some of the hardwood out of the way because that is going to take a while to chop up all the stuff. Do we have any more rifle cartridges that we can put in here? I think we did. Yeah, there we go. Okay. All right, let's go make ourselves a fire and chop up some stuff. Oh, we can also put some food down. Definitely enjoying his new PC very much. I'm glad to hear it. It's been a long time coming. I don't know why I didn't think to put the food in here first. We're finally underweight. Oh, this is nice. I can't remember. I have to cook up the oats, right? Yeah, because they're not considered food yet. Our current newer fridge has such a dysfunctional ice maker that we had to buy a separate ice machine that takes up way too much counter space. Oh, that's frustrating. We actually, the other week we went out to lunch and then my sister-in-law needed to look at desk chairs. And while we were there, we actually saw they had like a floor model of a refrigerator. And it looked so snazzy and we really wanted it, but we just don't need one right now. And so if you don't need it, no sense in dropping the money on it, right? Because ours definitely does the job for now. Let's see. I hope that we don't freeze to death doing this, but we won't. Even if we lose, yeah, who cares? Who cares? We're fine. Sean Mark, waving your way through the ether. Well, I'm waving back, even without the cam. I don't care that we're taking all this cold damage. I really don't. Yes, we did get the rifle ferret. I was really excited about it. There's this like, there's this sort of, I don't really want to call it a ravine necessarily, but there's a drop on the way down from the mine, and there was both a deer carcass and a corpse there, and from a distance I just happened to notice that there was also a rifle, which is awesome. It's usually one of the things that I get kind of hung up on in this challenge. Alright, we're freezing, and
trees.
I think I'm gonna try and make some water / oats. I probably need a lot of water for oats, don't I? We found out there's actually a TikTok going around that said, "Tell me you have a Samsung refrigerator without telling me you have have one," and everyone just shows their ice machine on their counter. Wish we knew sooner. Oh no! Oh my god. Okay. Yeah, that's not fun. Fraza, thank you for the Prime sub. 8 months. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much. Let's see. What do I do here? Oh my gosh, place. I can do this. I can figure this out. And then we cook. Wait, how do I... right. I probably need a pan or a pot to make oats. And I guess we'll just cook more water. I'm assuming that's how it works. Saving for the VIP status. You'll be there in no time. Should I maybe just not bother with the oats then? I kind of feel like I shouldn't bother. I love that I can put in 2.3 even though we do not have 2.3 liters. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna drop the oats. Oh, thank you for the streamer wellness. Cheers. Redeemed animal sounds are gone. They are. They are. I was saying earlier, you know, I've noticed that I've not really been super great at this whole like streaming on a schedule thing, and so I figured to kind of make it easier for myself, I'm, you know, taking away some of the scarier redeems, like some of the things that end up scaring me. So I took away sound alerts, and I took away bingo so that I don't have to split my focus between the game and bingo and chat. Yeah, and also going no cam for a while, just trying to make it easy. They'll be back eventually though. I'm such a big fan of chaos that like they can't be gone forever. I was getting ready to stream today and I just went, oh, no, I can't have any like wolf jump scares. I just can't. Trying to get the kids slowly back to school time wake ups. We had a huge thunder and lightning storm last night. Even lost power, so I let them sleep in. Oh my goodness. I hope that you got power back though. It seems like it since you're here. Yeah, we've been having these crazy storms, and they seem to be like in the middle of the night or really early morning. So they've been kind of waking me up too. It's been really weird. All right. How are we doing on torches? We are gonna need more.
Can you eat trees?
Well, you can, but I wouldn't advise it. Alright, let's grab this. I think we have 2 cans. 2 cans. Okay. Let's head up to the trailers. I don't think we've been that way yet. I know we've been in this house already. I know we've been in that house. And the ones over on the lake. I don't think we've been to Jackrabbit Island yet. We're gonna have to check the map, calendar thing, whatever it is. I'm pretty sure we haven't been to these trailers up here. Yeah, no, we're not gonna do that right now. That was enough warning. Thank you, Mr. Bear. It's a good thing we don't stink. Is he gonna go down the hill? Because if he is, then what we could do is wait here. But if he's gonna come straight, then that's obviously not the best plan. Nope, he noticed us. Okay, never mind. Never mind. We'll go up this way. Take the long about that. I'm here in the flesh, well, virtually. Hello. And hi, Kazumin. Welcome in. Okay, can I actually get there from here? I mean, technically, yes. Do I know how, is the question. Oh, like this. Okay. Seriously, Mr. Bear? That's where I wanted to go. You were clearly just heading down towards the garage. I'm giving him the side eye. I guess we'll go to these. I can't remember if they're cabins or trailers, but we're gonna go to these places to check next. Yeah, it's been a while. I'm definitely not streaming on a regular schedule at the moment. I'm hoping to get back into a regular schedule at some point in the near future. What in the world is that? Okay. Someone's listening to music, I guess, if we can call it that. Your larger family invested in a generator many moons ago. It's paid for itself. A few years back, we had power outage for 2 weeks. They've just by having a fridge and other necessities. Wow. 2 weeks is crazy. But yeah, generators are definitely, especially if you've got a big family, a big deal. My grandmother used to have one in her house because, well, she was on an oxygen tank, so if the power went out for a substantial amount of time, that could be a problem. And of course, obviously, older people are more at risk of, the extreme temperatures of having that become a problem. So it was definitely important for her to have them. But my parents and I never had one. We thankfully didn't need it, although I do remember at one point there was this really big ice storm when I was in high school. And some of the towns where students came from my high school, they had lost power for, it had to be at least a week. I know at one point one of my friends and her mom contacted us and were like, since you still have power, can we come do laundry? Which obviously that was no problem. But yeah, a lot of them were like staying in community buildings because it was like the only part of the town that was hooked up to power still. Yeah, thankfully we did not get hit that hard. So I don't think I've ever experienced a power outage that lasted more than an hour or two maybe. Hurricanes and big snowstorms that get us here. Yeah. Thankfully, power outages are rare here in Germany. Ooh, we found a fire log. I don't think that counts as soft or hard wood, though, unfortunately. I don't think we can actually use that for this. I'm trying to remember if I've ever experienced a power outage here in Germany, because a lot of the power lines are actually underground. So them getting knocked out is not exactly a regular occurrence. I don't think I've experienced it, to be honest. Dude, I'm playing your stream on my Chromecast on my TV and chat open on PC, so I can see the stream even while looking at the other tabs. When I did this with someone else, the screen kept flickering, but it's not doing it with yours. So I'm glad it's not doing it with mine, but I wonder why that's the case. I've definitely done that before, though, too, where I have it open on one device to watch and then on another device for chatting.
Stuff will come in handy.
And one thing that always gets me is that I find one device is usually a little bit behind the other. So I'll see something happen because people are talking about it in chat, and then I'll see it happen in stream. It's always so weird. Watching while working on the illustration. Ooh, what are you illustrating? Actually experienced one when I was little. Went over a few days. We lived high up in the mountains at that time. We had a big stone stove in the very center of the house, and all the rooms were built around it and shared one stone wall with it, so we were okay. That would definitely be a way to keep warm without a generator, for sure. They knew what they were doing when they built that house that way. Lantern fuel. Awesome. And chips. I'm so glad the fire mechanic in this game is not that realistic, because I just, you're not allowed to start fires on wooden surfaces and indoors and stuff, but I can throw torches anywhere. And I like that because I definitely would have started a few fires or made Astrid, like, suffer carbon monoxide poisoning if it was actually super realistic. For a second there, I thought I heard the bear again. I was like, are you kidding me? Are you stalking me? This part is when I changed it to cast from the browser instead of just playing directly on the TV, the flickering stopped. Oh! That is weird. Am I gonna climb up the... I'm not gonna climb up this rope. I do not have the energy to climb up the rope. If it weren't for the fact that the bear comes up this path, I would definitely try and grab this limb. But I just know that even though logically it doesn't make sense for him to appear there, based on where he was going and when we last saw him and all that jazz, I just know that the game would troll me like that. That if I decide to take the time to chop up the limb, he would just like spawn behind us. That's my kind of luck. So, Japanese, excellent. I saw recently that our grocery delivery service now has spaghetti squash in their selection. And I'm a big fan of basically all squash, and I love spaghetti. I've had spaghetti squash once before, but it's been like forever, and I don't actually remember how I had it. I think I just had it, baked in the oven and then just straight up with maybe butter and salt or something like that. Butter, salt, and pepper. That's usually how I eat a lot of my squash. But I was doing some reading on recipes, and a lot of people actually use spaghetti squash as a spaghetti substitute. And I was like, well, I used to do that with zucchini, like the zoodles, the zucchini noodles. And that wasn't too bad. So I decided to buy one, and I'm looking forward to giving that a try. Because I haven't cooked with spaghetti squash, and like I said, I haven't had one in years probably. So I'm curious as to how that's going to turn out. I think I'm gonna try and do not like a tomato sauce with it, but some sort of like a lemon butter sauce, because I feel like that would be really good. Is that his cave? It must be. It looks like he's in there. That's why he turned around and went back that way. Spaghetti squash as noodles isn't half bad. My kids love zoodles. Yeah, spaghetti squash, like I said, I've had it before, but I didn't eat it like as a spaghetti substitute. So I'm really excited to try it like that. I mean, even if it turns out that I don't like it as much, I'm still going to occasionally buy spaghetti squash just to have as is. It's like I said, squash is just one of my favorite vegetables. Ooh, cargo pants. Do we need more pants? No. And these are not good. These are just not good pants. I also fill it with rice and broth and veggies and some minced meat. Just pull the kernels out, fill it up, put the lid back on, back in the oven. Boom, just great. That does sound really good. Honestly, I feel like there's no bad combination with squash. Also good with Hokkaido pumpkin. I love Hokkaido. We have this like mushroom cheese stuffed Hokkaido pumpkin recipe. And I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say we probably made it about once a week throughout most of winter. I was gonna say I don't know why I'm coming down here when we need to continue going up, but actually this is not bad because I don't think we've been to the islands yet. Darn that ripped jean trend. I know. Fashion has doomed us. How are we supposed to stay warm? Oh, we need to make another fire. Putting squash on the shopping list. Now I want some. Excellent. Haha. I have started a trend. The squash trend. My dad also used to always make this this dish that didn't have a name, so the name that he gave it was concoction. And concoction is essentially just zucchini and summer squash, the yellow summer squash, chopped up with onions, tomatoes, mushrooms, and garlic. Oh my god, it's so good. And I think a little Parmesan cheese, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I think I'm gonna need to get that the next time we get groceries. I think I'm gonna have to make that. Now that I think about it. My mom made this great pumpkin pie with roasted kernels and bacon bits. Ooh. Okay, I think I'm gonna need that recipe. We somehow always end up talking about food in stream. I'm not against it. This morning I was organizing a bunch of photos from past trips and stuff. Oh my gosh, I take so many pictures of food. It's probably not okay. Although I did read recently that taking a picture of your food before you eat it, which I know a lot of people will make fun of, is actually not that bad because it can help you enjoy it more by actually taking the time to look at the food before you start eating it and to really notice what looks good about it. Of course, I don't know how accurate that is, but I usually just take pictures of it just to remember the meal at some point in the future, especially if it's a special meal. All right, someone's dog is yipping. Okay, let's see. Food. Oh, we actually don't have that much food. Do that. Could have sworn we picked up some stuff that we needed, though. Oh, we need to put matches in one of these. Which one was it? Oh, that's what we found. Oh, I'm so glad I opened this. So now we need, just over 1 liter of lantern oil. Okay. And I think how many matches do we still need? None. Okay. Still need some food, rifle cartridges. All right. That's not too bad. Okay, I can take this off the note now. Oh, this doesn't tell me where I've been. That's unfortunate. Okay, I guess we're gonna have to just hope that we haven't been to Jackrabbit Island yet. I can't remember. I don't think we have been, though, because we went from these houses over to the ones near the, Crumbling Highway Desolation Point exit. And then I was thinking about going there first, but we were super heavy, and I didn't want to have to worry about the bear. So I don't think we've actually been there yet.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Alright, so we need a little bit of food. We still need a lot of wood. We need some rifle cartridges, water, and lantern fuel. That's not too bad. And in terms of food, worst case scenario, we can always grab some fish and or just a wolf. The cool thing about the wolf meat or bear meat is that it doesn't have to be cooked to count as calories. Whereas the fish, okay, it doesn't have to be cooked to count as calories, but it does have to be cooked to get the fishing oil. Well, we'll see how we're doing once we get these things. I don't think, if that's all I need, I don't think I'm going to head up to the lookout tower. I now think the biggest RNG thing is going to be the rifle shells. Because food, water, and wood and fuel, we all have, like, we have control over all of those things. We don't have control over where we find the rifle shells. So the rifle might still screw us over a little bit. I guess we'll have to see. Thanks. Whiteout is mostly just RNG and, you know, exploration. It's nothing especially challenging in my opinion. Of course, it also probably depends on what level difficulty you typically play, because I'm sure if you're used to playing on, like, Pilgrim or Voyager, it might be a little bit more challenging adjusting to the weather. But coming from Interloper, it's just kind of nice and relaxing. You have so much stuff in the world, and the weather is generally better. You know, you can find better gear too, so staying warm is not usually a problem. And it's just a matter of wandering around, exploring, and I've been playing this a lot actually off stream earlier this year, which is why I decided to get back into streaming with it, because it's very familiar to me, and I enjoy it a lot. I've been trying to improve my speed with each run, although I don't know that I'm really focusing on it as much this time. Revolver cartridge. I don't need that. I need rifle cartridge. That's fine. Could still use it for scaring off wolves. I'm thinking that maybe after this... Oh, venison? I'm not taking the oats. The oats are a trap. I'm thinking maybe after we finish Whiteout, I might do one of the other challenges next. I don't know which one. The ones that I'm open to... Actually, I'm open to all of them, really, but I think the ones that make the most sense would be the Hunted Part 1 and 2. I've finished one before off stream, but I've never streamed it. And I've never actually done Hunted Part 2. So that would be an option. And then As the Dead Sleep would be an interesting challenge, because in As the Dead Sleep, you don't have recovery. It's essentially Interloper without recovery, as far as I understand. Which is kind of like halfway between Interloper and Nagoa. So that could be an interesting challenge. I just don't know if I'm up for it yet.
Nobody needs this anymore.
Coffee. Everyone's favorite. Did we already search these? Yes. Okay, and I did check the freezer. Yes, that's where we got the deer meat. Matches, always good.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
There are a few other challenges that I probably won't do on stream, like Archivist and Nomad. I wouldn't mind doing something kind of like Nomad.
God, I'm
Oh, this is actually a lot warmer, but it, you know what? No, it's too heavy. Oh, we could break down this lantern for some fuel. Oh, okay. Because like with Nomad, apparently there's a lot of, it's a lot of exploration and stuff, which is cool. But I've heard it's a little slow. Received a recipe for pumpkin pie in your smartphone. Awesome. I'm excited because it sounds so different from the recipe for pumpkin pie that my mom and I usually make. I've made 2 different kinds of pumpkin pie in my life. There's the recipe that my mom uses, which is super simple because you use canned pumpkin. And then there was the one time that I made a pumpkin pie from scratch. And I did not enjoy that. I mean, it was fine. It was tasty. It was a good pie, don't get me wrong. But it was a labor of love. It took a lot of time and effort, and we actually did end up roasting the pumpkin seeds afterwards too, which was great. It was awesome to actually use up the entire pumpkin. But it was just kind of a pain. And so now when I make pumpkin pie without... Actually, I guess technically I make 3 different kinds. Now when I make pumpkin pie without canned pumpkin, but without doing the whole, like, buying a pumpkin and cutting it in half and stuff, it's essentially a squash pie more than a pumpkin pie, because the sugar pumpkins I have not been able to find here. So I instead make it with butternut squash and sweet potato. Which combined pretty much works out to tasting like a regular sweet pumpkin pie. There are so many bunnies. Alright, we're getting tired, but that's okay because it's also getting to be late. Ooh, pumpkin apple pie sounds really good too. You buy the roasted ones, doing that yourself. Yeah, that was like my first attempt at making pumpkin pie from scratch, was finding a recipe that told me how to do everything from scratch. I don't know that I would recommend that. Like, I mean, maybe once. It's just, like I said, it's a labor of love. But I love pie so much. In fact, most birthdays I make a birthday pie instead of a birthday cake. Oh, my bitrate is not behaving. Okay. Why? Internet? What's going on? I'm just gonna give it a second. Okay, it looks like it's stabilized, so I think we can go back. Sorry about that. Yeah, my bitrate just tanked all of a sudden and dropped. I saw a stream was dropping a ton of frames, so I did pause. Hopefully not a ton got lost. No, this is definitely on my end. It's just being very unstable. Before I started stream, it was kind of being a little weird too, but then I figured, oh, it's straightened itself out. We'll be fine. Yeah, we know my luck with that. All right. Let's try this again. With my kids for the next summer vacation, and 2 want to go to Germany. Oh, very cool. There are definitely lots of very cool places to visit in Germany. There are actually still quite a few that I haven't been to myself, but are on my wish list for places to go. Thankfully, they've relatively recently added the Germany ticket for public transportation. So basically you pay one fee for the month and you can take any sort of regional transportation, buses and regional trains, not the super fast trains, so it's not great for traveling necessarily across the country unless you want to take it real slow. But I have actually considered doing like sort of a slow trip across the country to different places just because we can. We'll see. I have quite a few places that I'd still like to see. I have to go back. Was stationed there a lifetime ago. Oh, really? Now I know the area where the American stations usually are, and I have to admit that's actually a part of Germany that I don't know very well at all. I've been to that general area like once for a short trip. But I do know that it is very pretty down there. Right, let's light this torch. There are actually even some places not too far from me that I haven't been to yet, but thankfully I'm going to be remedying some of that. Supposedly, like supposedly is the wrong word. That's the plan. Anyway, because my parents are going to be coming for Christmas again this year, which is exciting. They haven't been here for Christmas in many, many years. They're hoping to catch some of the Christmas markets, and so while they're here, we're gonna take some trips to places that they also haven't been before, so we can see some new Christmas markets together. Because they have been here at Christmas time. I'm trying to remember if it's 2 or 3 times now. So they've seen their fair share of markets. Oh no! But we'd like to see some different ones this time. A few that we have been to before, but a few new ones too. Alright, well, she can just sleep this off, right? You know, no big deal. Oh, we probably should have made more torches before. Oh, well, we have so many flares, it's probably not even worth it. Lots of books. Oh, game, please, just give me the rifle cartridges that I need. That's all I want from you right now.
Ow! I'll take it.
I don't think that we do, Lily. I can't say that I can remember seeing one anyway. I have a list of places I'd like to visit. I have a list of places I never want to visit. I don't really think about places I don't want to go. I have an ever-growing list. It's the same with books and like games and all sorts of things. I have an ever-growing list of things that I would like to do or see. most of them are not like to the point where if I don't actually get there, then it's terrible. Like there are not a whole lot of absolute musts on my list, but just lots of things where I'm like, oh, that would be cool, but that would also be kind of cool. All right, let's grab more torches. Oh, I didn't take the water from the toilet, did I? I don't think I did. Oh, and I just wasted a match. No, I didn't take the water. That's silly of me. My town has a very nice Christmas market. Yes, it does. That's definitely one that we're going to have to check out. Is it for the entire Christmas season? It's not one of those markets that's only for like one weekend, right? I don't think so. Empty, empty, empty. Where did we leave off? We're over here somewhere. Empty. Okay.
Well, this stuff will come in handy.
Okay, and we searched all of these. Excellent. What about these? No. Oh, we're gonna be so stinky. Super stinky. Oh my gosh, and super encumbered. This is probably not the best, but oh well. And it doesn't look like there are any rifle cartridges here either.
This pack is getting too heavy.
They're all fighting for their top spot of places you don't want to go. Yeah.
I'm gonna need some first aid soon.
All right, searched. Okay, let's just go to bed. Is it really worth it for the 443 calories to be stinky? Because we can't cook it. I know, you know what? We're going to eat it. Because we can't cook it to get oil from it, so might as well just leave it. Okay, awesome. So it is for like the entire season. In that case, we probably will be able to make it to that one. We do have enough calories. Perfect. All right, 3 days. Not bad.
I could eat anything.
We
right
have
now.
so many matches. I did not realize that. An absurd amount of matches. Don't let me pick up any more matches, guys. We don't need them. I know they don't weigh much, but we don't need them. Wonder how tough a challenge it would be if you could only go through each door passage once. I think it would be pretty challenging, because there are definitely a lot of buildings that only have one way in or out. So you'd have to know in advance, does this have another exit? Oh, we don't have any tinder. Ooh. Okay. I don't think it would necessarily be impossible, though. Although most buildings you probably wouldn't really be able to go into, because if we also are considering like arches. You know, there's only like one archway into the kitchen, for example. So in a way it would sort of be like an outer loper type challenge. But you would be able to go into some buildings once. It would definitely be tricky. And if we're also considering transitions and caves and stuff, then you probably couldn't survive for very long. Because you'd really have to stay in one area until you absolutely have to leave. It's definitely an intriguing idea. Ah, I see. Okay, so you could go in and then back out, but that's it. Gotcha. It still would be very tricky. Where are we gonna find more rifle cartridges? Trying to think of where we could look for this. There are still a few houses on this side of the map. There is still the lookout tower, but I don't think we have a good chance of finding rifle cartridges at the lookout. I guess we're gonna have to give it a shot, though. There we go. I don't think we're likely to find shells in these different fishing huts either. What about the mine? I don't remember seeing any in the mine usually either. Doesn't have to mean that they can't spawn there. I'm just trying to think of where I usually find them. I've been really craving pizza recently, but our local, like our favorite local pizza place is on their yearly vacation. So I have to be patient. Oh, I forgot we're really over encumbered because we're carrying a lot of wood and water. Forgot about that. Maybe I'll have to make homemade pizza this weekend. I'm a big fan of like making it in a cast iron skillet and having like just like a thick, airy crust within like this nice, almost like fried base to it. Oh my goodness. So good. Oh no! I used one of my firewood for this. What is wrong with me? And I didn't even think anything of it until just now. Oh man. I'm a big dum-dum. Oh well. What can you do? Can't undo it. Alright, let's see. Oh, we have so many. We have so many cans. We can drop some of those to lighten our load a little too. And look at that. All of the cold damage that we had from earlier is gone. Okay, the new fishing hole textures look very odd to me. Alright. An hour. Let's fish.
I'm gonna need to eat soon.
Alright, place the fish. How much is the fish? 35 minutes. Oh, we need to throw more sticks on the fire. There we go. I might just fish for like half an hour. Okay. Alright. So that gave us so little. But still, better than nothing, right? Better than nothing. I hear something. Is that the wind? I guess it's the wind. The wind is very bear-like. Oh, what happened? I threw some... Or I started my fire with cedar firewood. And firewood is one of the things that we still need to collect. So, it was just kind of a waste. It's not the end of the world. We'll definitely get enough of the firewood just from chopping it up here and there, but you know, it was just frustrating because I already had it. I think we're gonna run back to Quonset, drop off the smelly stuff, and then try and maybe go down the mine? Not like down the mine, but into the mine. Yeah, like there are definitely worse things. There are definitely bigger mistakes, but it just, you know, it's a stupid little thing. Run, 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 Astrid, as fast as you can. I think when this torch blows out, I'm going to switch to flares, just because we have so many, and it'd be really nice to lighten our load that way. They are a little loud, but there are worse things. Am I going to need more sticks? I think so. I think my current personal best for this is like 7 days? I could be wrong about that though. I guess it would technically tell me at some point. Probably when we finish the challenge, it'll tell us what our best time is. It's been so long since I've done this, though, I honestly have no idea. See, I kind of want to just go right up the mountain here, but I don't think that's a good idea, just because we have all this smelly stuff on us. Or we could just drop the smelly stuff. Okay. Where are my notes? Smelly food items. Road near fishing cabins. Middle, not the ones near Bear Creek. Hopefully I remember what that means when I need to use that information in the future. I'm sure we'll be fine. Because there's like, there's a little house and a trailer up this way. And I think both of those have a good shot at us getting the rest of the rifle shells that we need. Oh my god. My bitrate tanked again and I didn't notice. I hope it wasn't like this for a really long time. Come on. Straighten out again. Alright, it was doing its thing where it's like, hey, we're at 0. No, just kidding, we're at 22,000, and now it's straightened out, and it's at 3.5, which is good. 3,500 is perfect. The only thing is, I don't know how far up we have to go to actually get to these places. I don't usually come this way. Usually I get there from the top of the hill or like from Rabbit Grove. But I attempted it in the dark from Rabbit Grove at the start of stream and that did not go well.
I would do anything for a drink.
Here, have a drink. Oh, I probably should have left some water behind too, just to lighten our load some more, but it's okay. I don't know how over encumbered we are, it might just be a little bit. Oh wait, are we already here? No, we can't already be here, can we? I can't remember if the upper or lower path is faster. We're gonna take the lower path. Found some pretty tucked away rifle cartridges in this game, sneaky devs, for sure. I mean, I probably should be searching everything to be safe, like even the dressers and stuff. But I'm trying to remember where I typically find them. I think it's usually in lockers is where I find them the most. Isn't there something over here? Or am I thinking I'm somewhere else? Yes! Haha! That was closer than I remembered. Do we still have a coffee on us? We do. Let's just take that. Alright, so we're more than a little over encumbered, because otherwise the coffee probably would have balanced us out. Do you have any rifle cartridges on you, mister? No. Well, thanks for nothing. Oh, come on, come on, come on. No. And a shelf. Did someone throw them away? No. Okay, I'll just throw that out. Nothing, nothing. Yes, in a cooler. Can't imagine a more normal place to keep them. Nothing in here. What a bummer. Yeah, but let's take a good look around, because maybe it's just like hiding somewhere. Hiding in plain sight. No, I'm not seeing anything. Oh, right. We have a lot of cans that we wanted to drop. Oh, and I wanted to break down one of these things, too. Wait, which one has more lantern fuel? This one. Let's just break down this one. Let's do this the next time we're somewhere. That way I'm not wasting this flare. Okay, I just have to not forget that that's my plan. For some reason I thought we had already gotten the our weight back down. But I guess not. Hello, Mr. Deer. Okay, so why does the deer sound like a duck? Is that what deer actually sound like? I don't know that I've ever actually heard a deer make sounds before. Maybe they do sound like that. So I'm pretty sure the trailer will be right up here. Almost there. Right behind this rock. Yes. Yes, yes, yes. There it is. Can't remember if there's another one up there. I think there might be. But I'm not totally sure about that. I know there's a trailer on one side. I think it must be on this side. Oh, another marine flare. Socks. Soda. Take the soda. And I remember the last time I had a grape soda in real life. I got it for nostalgia purposes only. And it wasn't as good as I remembered. Which was disappointing. Because I remember as a kid I used to love grape soda. And now it's just like, it's not really that great. I was trying to describe cream soda to someone the other day because cream soda isn't really a thing here. I mean, you can find it in some, like, international sections of some grocery stores. Lily, thank you for the streamer wellness. Let me grab some more water. And so I was trying to describe it, and so it's like, well, it's got like a creamy flavor, but it is a soda. And they're like, so is it like is it thick like cream? And I'm like, well, no, it's got the consistency of a soda. Cheers, Lily. But I was like, it kind of has that creamy flavor. I was like, I guess the closest I can get is saying it's vanilla-y. The child, I thought they sounded like T-Rex. I was strangely excited when I heard one in the forest one morning when waking up. I really went on like, my time seeing a T-Rex. Oh my god, that's kind of terrifying to think that the deer can make sounds that remind you of a T-Rex. Either that, or it makes it really funny to think about in terms of, like, the T-Rex sounding like a deer. Do I have to cook this for it to work? I should stop harvesting, but I'm not stopping. Why am I not stopping? Where is he? Oh, there he is. It might be like the carrot. I don't actually know. I do think we have one more trailer up here. Because I'm pretty sure this is where I managed to squeak out my one day the Goa run. And it was because we found the trailer. Let's just grab ourselves a torch, just in case Mr. Wolf shows up again. Or another wolf. Maybe Ms. Wolf will show up. Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's one here on the right. Isn't there? I could have sworn there was one over here. Okay, I'm not seeing anything though. Is it on the other side? Maybe it is. Maybe it's over here. But I swear there's one up here. I could be losing the plot, but... I guess we'll find out. I am confusion. Could have sworn there was one up here.
I'm starving.
Okay, I'm gonna go back over here because I'm pretty sure it was this side. Yeah, underneath that lamppost back there, right? I think so. I think under the snow is not more logs back there, but the trailer.
I need to find a place to rest.
You and your resting, Astrid. Rest is for the weak. Yes. Turns out I actually do remember some stuff. Yeah. I just was thinking that I saw more logs, but it was just the snow on top of the trailer. Okay.
I think I can use this.
There we go. Baseball cap, I don't want that. We may need to go into the mine to look for... Oh, wow. This place has so much food. To find ourselves the
Nobody needs this anymore.
rifle cartridges, but if we have to, we have to. Oh, these will probably actually be warmer. Warmer and heavier, okay. Alright, we'll just let this burn out. We will eat this potato, and then, oh my gosh, what was it I was gonna do? I remember, I wanted to break down one of the lanterns. This one, right? Yeah. Alright. So that means we have 0.8. Oh, yeah, that doesn't count as food. We don't want that then. So we have like 0.8 liters. So we still need like 0.3. Is this a blizzard? Or is this just windy? It's just windy, okay. So what I think I'm gonna do is... let's grab this. We're gonna head back down.
Oh, I'm starving.
I know, Astrid. I know you're hungry. We're gonna try and push through till nighttime, even though we are extremely tired and therefore moving very slowly. Oh, interesting. Okay, so this is what it looks like once you've dug up a burdock root. I don't think I've ever actually taken a look at that before. I haven't used burdock root yet either. I don't really know how to prep it, but we'll figure it out when the time comes. Okay, we're gonna get hurt. No. It's okay, Astrid. You can do this. You are the queen of the goats. Look at that. Yeah, that was just barely not good timing. Oh, come on. You can tell I don't have much practice with the revolver. I really don't know what I'm doing most of the time. Like I said, it's almost exclusively used to scare things off when I'm using it. I don't try to hunt with it because